If you follow my channel, you'll know that I am very bullish on Paysafe stock. I own shares in this company. So welcome back to the channel. Last time I talked about Paysafe, it was trading at $11.80, and now of course trading at $12.52. So a pretty decent gain since I last talked about it. And of course, I reiterated my buy rating on Paysafe stock then, and I mean now it's just been blowing up, especially today. And if we look at just the candles here, of course, we can see this pretty big green candle just riding the upper Bollinger Band, surpassing the 50-day moving average in purple and 20-day moving average in orange here. And hopefully this trend can continue. We see a spike up to 60 in the RSI, meaning it's technically close to oversold, overbought, but not necessarily at that level yet. But I think that this stock is grossly undervalued, so moves like this should continue. We talk about analyst estimates. We've seen Paysafe stock. There was a buy rating June 24th, so yesterday, with a target of $17. Okay, by James Friedman of this brokerage right here. Okay, so that's one piece of positive news that could have sent the stock price higher in the past couple of days, and especially today. I mean, the message boards are just lighting up. So they were added to the Russell 3000 index today, similar to what is potentially happening with Hyliion. I believe they're being added to the Russell 3000 indices on by next week. Okay, so and that's another stock that I own. So hopefully we'll see a similar move. All right, and there's news about Paysafe being added to the Russell 2000. And if you don't know what Paysafe is, it's a leader in the iGaming industry and payments processing in iGaming. Okay, so it takes part in sports betting, online casino, lottery, esports, fantasy sports, and I'll link this video down below, which goes over a bit more in depth into what Paysafe is, as well as its revenue growth and target financials for the coming quarters. Okay, so it's growing digital commerce in attractive verticals, so digital goods, fintech services, travel and entertainment, and integrated verticals. So what it's trying to do is become the leader in safe payments processing, and it's backed by Bill Foley, which is one of the more legendary investors who has seen some companies, when he took them public, to grow at an exponential rate. And I think that if you're in it for the long term, Paysafe stock will be a $30+ company in the next couple of years. Okay, and that's I'm in Paysafe for the long run. Of course, I own shares in Paysafe for full disclosure. And I really like that it's a global leader in iGaming. I think this is what the world is transitioning towards. So for example, with sports betting just became legal, or it just passed the Senate in Canada. Okay, and sports betting in Canada attracts billions of dollars per year in revenue. All right, so with Paysafe being the global leader in iGaming, you can imagine when the provinces decide to legalize betting after federal legalization, Paysafe could even earn multiple streams of revenue that way as well. All right, and their Q1 revenue, gross profits, etc., were all in line with estimates, and they actually went along and they said that their Q2 highlights and for the rest of the year were in line with their expectations. The only thing that Paysafe, which is a little bit concerning to me, is how they're still sort of in debt. So if you see here, they're growing revenue nicely. So from 2018 to 2019, they grew revenue from 1.1 billion to 1.4 billion, and then from 1.4 billion to 1.3 billion. So kind of steady, but they're losing 126 million here, and they actually missed analyst expectations. So their actual revenue per share were a loss of 39 cents, whereas the estimates were a loss of 2 cents. And that's why I think the stock has taken a beating in the past couple of months. So, I mean, we've seen it go from, even 6 months, we've seen it go from $19 a share all the way to below $11 to $10.37. And I think that's also due to the decrease in trust in SPAC stocks. But Paysafe has been around here for such a long time that I don't think you can necessarily loop all the other SPAC stocks along with Paysafe into one, because this is a company with growing revenues and a solid foundation, and that has been around for a long time. They're just doing a take two at going public. Okay, so I think it has gone unnecessarily beaten down. I mean, I don't know if it necessarily deserves to be trading at $20 per share right now, but it definitely deserves to be even trading higher than at $12.65 where it is right now. Okay, so I still think it is a very, very strong buy personally. All right, and I think another factor that's adding to the increase in rise in Paysafe stock, this is not any new news, but it's still, I think it's a really good opportunity for them to pay their existing debts and extend their maturity profile. So Paysafe prices offering of US 931 million notes to refinance existing indebtedness and extend maturity profile, as we can see here. So they announced the pricing of previously announced offerings, et cetera, consisting of US 400 million or 4% of senior secured notes due 2029 and 435 million euros of 3% secured senior notes due 2029. This offering is expected to close on June 28th, 2021, subject to customary closing conditions. The notes will be fully and unconditionally guaranteed by Paysafe Group's holdings, an indirect subsidiary of Paysafe. So the notes offering was made only to persons reasonably believed to be qualified institutional buyers in the United States. So basically what they're doing is they're refinancing their existing debt to not only extend the maturity profile so they won't have to pay all of that debt back at an earlier date, and potentially even having a better interest rate than they currently had. Okay, so I think this could potentially even send the stock price even higher. So all of this news with them being not necessarily a fast growing company, but a steady growing company. So if we're just going to take a look at the analysis for a second, they're expected to 10% revenue growth in 2022. So that's not bad. That's double digit growth. Okay. And I mean, of course, they're still like losing money, but losing money not as much, and they're still funneling a lot of money into the growth phase and to eating market competition. So, I mean, when you look at Paysafe stock, I think that this will be a pretty good growth company, a steady growth company, especially that it's backed by Bill Foley. And although it went through the SPAC stock avenue, I think it is a solid company with quite nice fundamentals behind it, and will continue to grow at a decent clip. Again, I think I could see this stock easily go to $15 to $20 in the near term, maybe 1 to 6 months from now. And in the long term, I see this as a $40 plus stock. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to grace the thumbs up button, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And there are a couple options down below in the description. You can join my channel, that will support me. You can join the free Discord group right here, where we talk about stocks and cryptocurrencies. And of course, you can just message me with whatever concerns you have. So take care, guys. Have a fantastic day. Love you all. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.